I am here today with Adam Cassi, Executive Director of Keep Toledo Lucas County Beautiful.
Yep.
Did I do that correct?
You did.
First try, let's go.
It's a mouthful, but that's who we are.
Yeah, it is a lot of letters, but what's nice is your website is...
KTLCB.org.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I found it real nice and easy. As long as you can remember the name, you can find it without too much trouble. So, Adam, we're going to talk today about more than a few things. Obviously, Keep Toledo Lucas County Beautiful. I'd like to talk about your experience at Defiance College, as I'm a professor there.
Sure.
I'd also just really like to learn more about you as an individual and some of the stuff that you're into and making happen here in Toledo. So I guess first things first, are you from Toledo?
I am not. I'm not from Toledo. I've been here for a long part.
We got to stop the podcast. We're only interviewing.
Yeah, I know. It's my adopted home. Right?
Awesome.
So that counts. Now, grew up over in Ravenna, Ohio, near Kent State, Akron area, but I've been in Northwest Ohio for the better part of my life.
Very nice. Very nice. So what brought you here?
Defiance College.
Oh, sweet. Well, that's a start there then, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was looking for maybe a 2-3 hour bubble away from home. I was ready to get out on my own, looking for a college, and applied to a number of places. And Defiance College had a interesting degree, restoration ecology, that kind of piqued my interest. And then also they ended up giving me a fair amount of money, so went where the money was.
What is restoration ecology?
Yeah, so it's been more than once that I've explained that I have a degree in restoration ecology, and the person has said, "Oh, so you restore old houses?" And I'm like, "No, you missed the whole the whole ecology part of that,
Gotcha.
the ecology, the environment." So we need that a lot around here, the restoration of our ecology all along the Maumee watershed, taking like farmland, putting it back to tall grass prairie or wetlands or meadows, things that it's supposed to be. So taking the environment and making it what it should be. So some of our forests and wetlands, and making sure that the environment is working the way it's supposed to.
Would those be some of the people who would go in now, like in the aftermath of what's happening in LA, in California?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that?
I mean, typically it's more farmland and industrial and human-caused issues, but after a large fire, absolutely, there's going to be a fair amount of replacing of trees and natural habitats. But we're not... It's not exclusive to the West. We actually had some tornadoes here a number of years ago, and so looking at ways to replant lost trees in our area is important too.
Oh man, those ones that rip through oak openings. I lived down that way. That was intense. I was just driving through and seeing how just trees were pulled freaking out of the ground was pretty wild.
Yeah, absolutely. And knocked down and taken out. And the forests are important, but especially here in Toledo, we want a good tree canopy. It's important. It keeps our city cool. It provides lots of shade, but it also provides mental health and clean air and clean water. And so when we lose trees out of people's backyards and front yards, we want to get those replaced as well.
Yeah, right on. Very cool. Very cool. So Defiance College, right, had the program. What kind of stuff did you do in that program? What was your degree like?
Yeah, so I liked it because it was science, but it wasn't science that you can't see. It wasn't tiny microbes. It was animals. It was plants. It was things that I could get my hands on and really understand. So it was looking at a lot of wildlife and watersheds and forests and natural habitats and how to make them as healthy as possible. And so there was a prairie that Defiance College had at the time, and we were out there a lot doing a lot of field work, catching rodents and seeing what was living there and how do we help them, and taking samples of plants, and is it native, is it invasive, what do we do to increase pollinators, how do we help the lightning bugs and the butterflies and the bees. Those things are all important, and we needed to make sure that they had the right plants to be successful.
Is it just me, or is the lightning bug population dwindling?
Yeah, no, I mentioned lightning bugs a lot, actually, because
they're cool things, right? I had good memories of them as kids.
Yeah, people have memories of them, and there's research out there that says people have a hard time remembering what was normal to them as a child, but for some reason lightning bugs stick. Like, people remember going out in their backyard, and maybe they don't remember how much bird life they heard, but they remember how much of the lightning bugs they saw. And so I use that as an example a lot. Like, we can notice that there's not as many lightning bugs as there used to be when some of us were younger, and There's lots of reasons for that, and one thing that individuals can do is try to plant more native plants in their landscaping at their house. Try to leave leaf cover on their backyard. You don't have to compost and mulch up all your leaves. You don't have to rake them all to the curb. Just leave them in the backyard. Lightning bugs and other insects need that leaf cover to complete their life cycle, and so when we leave our leaves in the backyard, we're helping butterflies, bees, lightning bugs, things like that.
So I can tell my wife I'm not being lazy. I'm helping the
right. I'm
world.
giving you the excuse right now. If you really feel like you have to rake and get all the leaves off your front yard, I do it. That's fine. Keep up with my neighbors. But my backyard, I don't touch until probably end of May. Like, I'm not raking it and I'm not mowing it. I'm letting the insects do what they need to right back
Very
there.
cool.
And I've got dandelions and clover back there. It doesn't have to be pristine grass in your backyard. Leave some native stuff.
Very cool. Very cool. So at Defiance, I'm going to stick there since we were there.
Yeah.
What were some of the experiences that you had at the college that stuck with you?
Right. I mean, I was looking for a smaller college. I didn't want to get lost in the shuffle. And I liked that setting where some of my classes were only 5 or 6 people in this class, and had very good relationships with the professors that were there. And felt like they were friends, and I could go to them with troubles and work with them to come up with solutions and make sure that I was being successful, and go to them when I needed help. And that was good. I mentioned that they gave me a fair amount of money. One of the scholarships that I had required me to do service hours. I forget the number. And work with some really good nonprofits out there, and I still work for a nonprofit, so I think it really helped cement some of my passions and desires to improve the environment, and to improve not just the environment, but also the community I live in, working with nonprofits. And so did a lot of that work out there, but then I also traveled a lot. Being a small college, I took advantage of a lot of opportunities to go to Italy and Central Europe and Jamaica and Australia. I spent a whole semester in Australia, and Defiance College helped pay for a lot of that.
Was that with the McMaster program?
Yeah, so there was the service leader program. We did a lot of service trips throughout the United States throughout the 4 years that I was there, and then the McMaster program and the honors program was some more of the international trips.
Very cool. Very cool.